Hi guys, it's Adria, welcome back. Hi cicadas, welcome back. Hello. Today is my birthday. I am 27. Holy crap, I'm 27. All right, so we're gonna be getting ready. Subscribe. Let's start with some lotion. I've been using this. It's the L'Oreal Paris Age Perfect Hydra Nutrition. 10 out of 10 recommend. Yeah, today is my birthday. I wanna talk to you guys about my party yesterday. I had a surprise party. I guess just about life right now in general, kind of a bit of an update, just some thoughts, rambles, whatever the heck else. Need to hydrate because I just took a shower. I don't normally shower in the morning, but it's my birthday, so I want to feel kind of cute and clean. I feel like showering in the morning is kind of weird because then you go out and about and you get dirty and stinky and you're with people. So like, why would you not want to shower? Is that just me? Also, I have some Jergens Soothing Aloe Lotion for like hands and body because you gotta do a shower. Oh yeah, and I have, you can't see my pants. I have sunflower pants. I apologize if it looks a little bit green or whatever. I'm filming in front of a bunch of trees in front of my window. Maybelline Master Prime. So, okay, when I was in my early 20s, I got kind of like, not depressed. I don't know. I would just get sad on my birthday every year and I don't really know why. I know that's not an abnormal thing, right? Like, I know a lot of people will get sad on their birthdays, and I mean, because it does kind of mark another year over, and you're kind of like, oh, did I accomplish the things I wanted to this year? And I know I kind of started this last year on my 26th. I was like, I'm not going to be sad about my birthdays anymore. At least I'm going to try not to. Because it's like, this is the youngest I'm ever going to be again in my life, so I might as well enjoy it, right? Why not? It seems like when it's like that time of the month, my skin gets so clear. It's so not red, right? And I feel so healthy. And then my period's over, my face turns red, and I'm like, I've been waking up with like this pounding headache. Isn't Pluto in retrograde or something? Pluto's transforming. I don't know what she's doing. Wow, yeah, I look terrible right now. I normally don't talk crap about myself saying I look bad, but I don't know. I feel like the past few days I've just been kind of like, I feel like I don't look like myself. I'm gonna use my Bare Minerals Bare Pro foundation. It is a bit light for me though. I did get some sun. So I do like this summer/fall job where I do like gardening. It's kind of just like landscape maintenance, honestly. If I had to describe it, I pull weeds. But yeah, I've done that every summer, fall for the past 2 years since I've like lived up here. So that's been a nice little gig. I love working outside and I've always liked maintaining gardens. I even did that as a teenager at my house. I would like come home from school and go outside and just like maintain the patio. Okay, this foundation's not even remotely blended. Cool. So I have another get ready with me that I filmed literally 2 months ago. It was kind of like it was supposed to be more of like a funny one where I was reading some hate comments I got on Facebook from Karens. Though I don't really like the name Karen anymore. I feel like it's so overused. I want to go for like Cheryl's. What's another name for a Karen down below? Because I feel like there's like infinite old lady names. Back to my surprise party. So I was a little bit suspicious that something was going on about a little over a month ago, I want to say. I saw Brandon on his phone and I saw my mom's Bitmoji on his phone and she was like shushing him and I'm like, what the heck? So I figured they were like up to something. But yesterday, I thought I was going to my mom's house just for like a lunch. I don't even really know what I thought. I thought maybe like a little barbecue or something with just like my mom and my brother would come over. But here, it was a surprise bridal shower / birthday party. It was mainly a bridal shower, honestly, but it was also like, you know, for my birthday as well. So even though today's my actual birthday, I don't really know if I'm doing much today. Brandon and I might go mini golfing tonight, but it is a Monday, so it's kind of weird. But though, there would be like nobody there, so gosh, like, but I'm 27 though today. Like, how is that possible? If I close my eyes and like think about like how old do I feel, I literally feel like 23, 24, probably about 25 honestly, but I don't know, like your 20s, it just feels the same. There is a gigantic disgusting hornet stuck in between my screen and my glass window. So remind me to never open that window ever again. But yeah, like this year I felt kind of sad, not even because like, oh, it's my birthday, I'm getting older. That's normally why I felt sad, but it kind of felt, well, it kind of felt like this foundation still isn't blended after 10 minutes. But I think it just kind of felt like everybody had forgotten it, sort of. because nobody was really even talking to me about my birthday. Oh, I just got a text from Brandon saying that he's leaving at 2:30. Nice. Okay. So it felt like my birthday was sort of just not really being talked about, which is fine. I mean, though I do have that Leo energy. I'm like, girl, it's all about me or bust. I'm just kidding. Kind of. You know what I think I'll go do? I think I'll go watch some home movies with my mom because she did take today off. I think we were gonna run like wedding errands. We were gonna go see the florist because we were gonna do fake flowers, or at least I was like okay with doing fake flowers. And I made like a little demo centerpiece and everything. I do have my DIY video coming soon. That has just become a way bigger project than I had originally thought, so hang on for that. It's gonna be a long video. It's gonna be a lot of crafts and just little mini segments because, you know, we did have to move our wedding. We were supposed to get married in July. Obviously that got moved and it's been hard. I think it's been especially hard for us because we have people, I mean, half of our guest list is out of state. More than half of it, actually. 75% of our guests don't live in the state, so that's posed a bit of a problem with postponing because, you know, people want to book their flights and they want to get their hotel and they want to make all those arrangements. If everybody lived in the same spot, you could literally postpone it the day before and it wouldn't really matter. Oh my gosh, my foundation looks so bad. Why did I do it so bad today? I can never do my makeup on camera correctly. So, but yeah, so we did move it to September. And the good news is it was never gonna be a big wedding anyway. So like I said, I kind of felt like everyone knew, nobody asked me what I wanted for my birthday. Nobody was really talking about anything really birthday related for me. And now I realize it was because they were planning a surprise for me. So I think just the topic of my birthday was like, don't talk about it, which like, I get it now. I get why they were being so quiet. I need to figure out what's going on with my face and why it looks so bad today. I think it's because my skin is like, my nose is so pink. I've been suffering so bad with allergies, like just like pain in my face. I get like swelling under my ears and so then my jaw hurts. Like I get the whole array of problems. It's funny because they had like a surprise party set up for me and I guess Brandon texted that y'all get me a motorbike for my birthday. So I guess Brandon like texted my mom when we were leaving the house so everybody could kind of set up and get ready to be like, surprise. It's so funny because like I get so distracted. We're leaving out the door. I'm like, can we run to the post office so I can mail this thing? He's like, no. Because I guess he had already texted my mom that we were leaving. And it's just so funny. When we got there, I was like putting mail in the mailbox to be mailed out and I was getting my mom's mail and I was kind of just standing there. So I know everybody inside that was like looking out the window was like, what is she doing? They're ready to just, you know, announce the surprise and I'm just like doing everything but coming inside. And then my mom's car was running. I'm like, why is her car on? I was so confused, but I was so surprised.
Hello.
Surprise!
The weight is lifted off my shoulders. This has been so stressful.
Are you really surprised?
Yes, I had no idea.
He was crying this morning.
Well, you know what I said? I said, I feel like everybody forgot my birthday this year.
We pretty much did. And look, B, your family's on here. Say hi. Go say hi. Yeah, they're all online.
Who's all there?
Oh,
It's your bridal. Thank you guys so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Let the festivities begin.
My family was all there and everything, and then we had Brandon's family on Zoom. I think my step siblings popped in at one point, and it was just so nice. Like, I don't know, it just felt like, I don't know if I've ever felt anything like that before. Just like something that was so, you know, planned out and thoughtful and just for me. All right, now I'm gonna contour because my face looks so flat and pale today for some reason. I'm just gonna use my Fit Me 330 Toffee powder. So it was such a nice little party. We had like bridal shower games. I got to open some presents. We got a lot of like kitchen things, which is what I put on my wedding registry. Okay, what? It's my birthday, I can look like this if I want to. You know, it was kind of sad that, you know, a lot more people weren't able to come. Like, I would have liked if Brandon's family could have come, though we are pretty close to the wedding that I understand. There was literally no pressure. I completely get why they could not come. So we did a what did the groom say game. So my sister Liv kind of put the games together, and there was like a list of questions about me, and Brandon gave answers, and then all of us had to answer to see if we got the same answer. I think I got 8 out of 15 that he picked. A lot of his answers were kind of BS. Yeah. I'm like, Brandon, that's the wrong answer. No. We were going to go to the beach for my birthday because I have a wedding project that I want to do where like our moms each have a jar of sand and we put them up at the front, and then Brandon and I both take the sands and we pour them into the same jar, and then we keep that jar. I thought that was a cute idea, especially because he's like a Floridian, like beach and sand. I don't want to be lighting the candles because I would be the one to like have too much hairspray on and catch on fire. That has to be a thing, right? That has to be a thing. Speaking of which, I want to do a wedding horror stories video. Since my wedding is vastly approaching me, I want to scare myself. So if you want to DM me some wedding horror stories if you're married, hit me up on Instagram or Twitter. All right, let's do some eyeshadow so I don't look completely pale. I think I need some of this cucumber water. My eyes have just looked so tired lately. I don't know what it, like I literally get plenty of sleep. Maybe I sleep too much. Is that okay? That could be the problem. Oh, yeah, I think I'm gonna use this palette today. I wish I had used this yesterday because my surprise party was like lemon themed. My mom was like, I wanted to do sunflowers, but like the wedding is sunflowers. My wedding is sunflowers. So she was like, let's do lemons. Especially because the pandemic has sort of handed us some lemons, and we made some lemonade. Even the night before, Brandon was like asking me like, oh, how does it feel? It's almost your birthday and whatever. And I was just kind of telling him like everything that I'm so thankful for. He's like, it's not Thanksgiving, girl. And I'm like, yeah, I know. I was just saying I'm thankful for, you know, just another year and another year that I'm healthy and I have so many blessings in my life. I'm getting married. I have all my family around me, even if it's not in person. I still have people around me that love me. It's just all these things that I feel like people take for granted on the day-to-day. We'll zoom in for the R's. Yeah, I don't know. I was feeling the thankfulness. And I'm sorry I'm not giving you like step-by-step of what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of, Brandon's coming up for lunch in literally 30 minutes, so I can't dilly-dally like I do in these. Between the fire alarms and the cicadas, I'm like, can we stop it? All right, I'm gonna take a light color up in my brow bone, sort of blur this out a bit. I am going to do like a wedding eyeshadow looks video because I already filmed one part and I like the eye look I created. I think I just kind of want to like maybe improve it each time I do it or switch some things up. Are you kidding me? It's my birthday. Maybe they're wishing me happy birthday though. Is it Santa Claus on his fire engine? All right, I need to fix this mop on my head. So I've been kind of getting back into watching like my home movies, my childhood movies. I had to stop for a couple months because it was a weird experience for me. I think it's weird when you've had broken relationships and you don't talk to a lot of people that you used to. It's strange. It's just a bunch of mixed emotion. That is the ugliest little bun. I think a lot of it was just like sad and confused, nostalgic, and wow, it feels like this just happened, but it also feels like 25 million years ago. I completely just put the wrong color underneath. Whoops. We'll go with it. We'll go with it, girl. We'll make it work. I guess I gotta put dark on the outer corner now. It's like this dark, it's almost like an eggplant. You can't really see it on camera, but it is sort of like a very, very dark plum. See, I like dark shadows that aren't completely black. I feel like they're more blendable with like lighter colors like this. That's still pretty harsh though, I can't lie. I remember what, I was talking about my home movies. Maybe I will do a video of just sort of playing a few of Adria's greatest moments of childhood so that y'all can see who I was and such. It is weird because in a lot of ways I look at myself, how I just hold myself and the way I respond to things, and in a way I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm exactly the same. But then in a lot of ways I'm like, oh my gosh, thank God that I've improved. Like I was just so clearly quiet and to myself and anxious, and I think to an extent I am still like that. I just, even when it's like my party and the attention's all on me, like I like it, but I also kind of hate it at the same time. It's a lot. All right, let's blend. I mean, that's kind of a cute little look. I think also like a lot of my, I know it's not you guys, and aside from like my wedding dress video, I've been getting like a lot of mean comments on like older videos, and it's so strange to me. I'm just like, I must be in a bunch of recommendeds right now. And I'm literally reading mean comments on my birthday and I'm like, you know, I'm not doing this. I'm not gonna sit here and read mean comments on my birthday. I'm just not doing it. I've sort of lost this need to want to engage with people over time. I mean, every now and then I'll respond back to a mean comment, just like if I'm in a bad mood. But when I was younger, oh my gosh, if somebody would start something on my Facebook, like I would just reply. And nowadays I'm just like, girl, I don't want to start any kind of fight. There's like this mentality where you want to say things literally just to get a rise out of people. And I think to an extent I felt that as a teenager. And I just don't feel that anymore. Like when I see people going at it on Facebook and going back and forth, I'm like, girl, I just can't. I look so pink on camera. This lighting is like, I need something on my lips like immediately. I think I'll just do my nude thrill to make me look washed out. I would just say in my 27 years, I've learned that like picking and choosing your battles is very important, both in real life and online. Choose what's important to you and choose what is like, okay, I don't need to, like this just isn't needed, all right? You know, and I've seen people say like, oh, well, if you believe in something and something's right, you know, you'll feel the need to defend it. You don't owe anyone an explanation. You don't owe anyone anything. And live in your truth and live in how you perceive the world. You know, you don't need to be somebody else's teacher. You don't need to give somebody else's school lesson at all hours of the day. I've also kind of been struggling with just like watching and listening to like current events, drama and things like that, and just things happening out in the world. I think I reached such a weird point like mentally that it was getting just depressing for me. Like I wasn't filming, I wasn't putting makeup on, I wasn't even really eating as much. Like I can't watch the news. There was a point through like the quarantine and everything that I was just tuning into too much news. And I'm pretty sure I talked about this before, but you know, you have to reach a point where it's like, girl, I can't. And I've sort of been struggling because I've been seeing a lot of videos in the past like month or so about Shane Dawson and if I wanted to make a video about that or not. It's weird because nowadays it's hard for me. It was like hard for me to even form an opinion, and I think it still is. I don't know if I should do a full video on that or I'll just talk about it briefly here while I finish up my makeup. I grew up with Shane Dawson, and I think I was a bit older than the rest of his audience, which I'm now finding out. Like I didn't realize his audience was literally like 9-year-olds because I was like 16, 17 at the time, 10 years ago. I mean, here's a picture of me on my 17th birthday with a Shane Dawson shirt on. Like I got this for my 17th birthday. So I have this like bit of history with growing up watching Shane Dawson. And when all of these videos started to resurface, I was just like, this is what I watched. And I've been like trying to do a lot of like thinking back to that time period, what I was thinking and like just what went through my mind. Not even to like scrutinize myself, but just to be like, what was I thinking? I think I'm hard enough on myself as it is, honestly. But I remember back at that time, my mom hated the fact that I watched Shane Dawson. She thought he was just disgusting and didn't approve of me watching it. For me, that felt like my form of like teen rebellion, right? I don't know, I think because I was a bit sheltered and because I was a bit like, I mean, I wasn't even allowed to watch Harry Potter. I think I just felt kind of sheltered. And I know I probably wasn't as sheltered as I could have been in all honesty, but I think for me, watching, you know, controversial things and people making offensive jokes, that to me was like a form of rebellion. I'm not crazy about this lighting. It's making me look very washed out. My skin does look pretty dry, but I feel like it looks drier on camera. How did we go from talking about my surprise party to Shane Dawson? But yeah, like that whole scandal was really hard for me to navigate as somebody that watched him when I was younger. Not really so much in recent time. I think I fell out of watching him probably back in like the end of 2018. I was a Jeffree Star for Halloween last year, and Brandon with Shane, we did like that little video. But even at the time, I was still kind of like struggling with like opinions of both of them. I just thought it would be a fun couples costume, honestly. I was sort of putting like all controversy aside. We pulled that out of our butts at the last minute. At least I got some TikToks out of it. And I think I've always to an extent struggled with like forming my own opinion. You know, reaching your adulthood, and then you start to ask questions and you start to form your own opinions and what you like and what you don't like, what you agree with, what you don't agree with. I think it's kind of hard being a kid that doesn't really have their own voice. I don't know, I just didn't really express myself and like form my own opinions and likes back then. Well, likes probably, but I wasn't very vocal and I wasn't outspoken, and I wasn't, you know, if someone in my house / family didn't like or approve of something, it was hard for me to go against that openly. So like my Shane Dawson phase, it was like kind of, you know, my mom knew I watched it, but she didn't approve of it. I remember one day I showed her a Shane Dawson video and she literally yelled at me after. Have you ever showed your mom like a meme or something and it turns into like a whole lecture? And I don't even know why I showed my mom this video. I think it was like, even if my mom reacts negatively to this, it's still a reaction and I'm getting a reaction out of my mom, so I don't really care. I say this about Shane Dawson and I say this about me going back and watching my home movies and everything. It's hard realizing that something you thought was one way was a completely opposite situation. You know, like someone you thought was something just wasn't. It's a hard pill to swallow in adulthood. It's like a hard, like, yeah, that's how it goes. But I think that's where the Shane Dawson thing sort of hit me different than anything else, because I did have like this weird, I felt like I grew up with him sort of thing, and it was like a hard to swallow pill. Seeing all the bad things he said and done, like all in a compilation all at once, you can't dispute it. When you're watching it over the span of 3, 5, 10 years, when you watch it like all spread out, it gets forgotten, it gets, you know, pushed to the back, you know, you just kind of forget. And it's like that in your everyday life, you know, you'll just forget about things that people have said or done, but when you put it all together and you add it all up, it's like, girl, oh my gosh, I literally have to go make Brandon lunch. What is this? I may have to finish this video after. You're so blinded by what I mean, it's kind of the same if you go back and watch like a movie you liked as a kid and you just remember it being so great, and you go back and watch it as an adult and you're kind of like, this sucks. It's so disappointing. It's almost like things are just better left as a memory. We're highlighting. I forgot to use my brow gel. I think I'll do my hair when I come back. I might just like, I think I will put it back up in a cuter bun because we are gonna go mini golfing and it is August. Fun fact, I was born in the middle of a heat wave. My poor mom. And I'm literally older than my mom was when she had me, which is kind of weird. It's so funny looking at my home movies and seeing my mom. She feels so little, she feels so small. I feel like I just want to protect her. It's so different than when you're actually there because your parents feel so old to you. And then you grow up and you realize like, oh, they were growing up too. My mom was a little baby. It's hard watching your parents get older and they don't even like tell you about that. Getting old is just kind of weird. But I'm enjoying my 20s. I'm trying to just be like, hey, 20s are cool. People even look at 30s as being young. I mean, my Nana's like, I would give anything just to be 40 again. I'm still 13 years away from being 40, so that's good. Ew. Let's pretend I never said that. Okay, so I kind of contour like under my nose. I'll put like a little brown under here, and then I'll just kind of lightly up here. I think I've told you guys before that I kind of wanted a nose job for a hot minute, but now I'm like, I don't know, surgery freaks me out. I don't even know. If I didn't even have to pay for it, I don't even know if I would do it. So probably not meant to be. I like my nose. I'm learning to just like appreciate what God gave me, girl. Because I used to be too hard on myself. I used to be way too hard on myself. Like my lips are too big and my head is too thin and I don't have any boobs. And now I'm like, I'm a hot 27. Why did my voice go so deep? Now I'm a hot 27-year-old. Let me put some glitter on this middle shade. Let's see what this does. Oh, I don't know what I'm doing. Let me know if you guys want me to do like a full in-depth video about Shane Dawson and just sort of like my history with it and just sort of going through like my little mental diaries of my mindset back then, what led me to that. I don't know. I try to stay off the topic of like current events and YouTube drama and I mean, because so much happens in the day-to-day. I like to keep my channel happy and more or less like hobbies and things, makeup, my life, eating, fun, growing up, advice, mental health things. I don't know. So I feel like when I bring like the negativity in, even if it is real life, I know sometimes we do have to get real and talk about real things. I think sometimes it just feels like it's everywhere. So I want my channel to sort of feel like an escape and sort of just like a place you can just forget about all of that and we can just kick it. I don't know. Can I highlight my shoulders? One of the questions on my bridal game was like one thing Adria can't live without, and my aunt put highlighter, and I'm like, girl, I didn't write that, but like, yeah. All right, so it is 11:55. Brandon's gonna be home in like 10 minutes, so I need to go make him some eggs because I make Brandon lunch When I'm here anyway, there's some days I'm not here, but when I'm here, I like to do that for him. I'll be back to do my hair.
A few moments later.
I think to end the video while I'm doing my hair, I want to talk to you guys like about goals. I don't feel like once we're married that things will feel much different. Nice hair, Adria, yes. One goal that I had was I wanted to personalize our living space more once we're married, because I feel like that's something I've kind of struggled to do since moving out on my own. When I lived at home, my bedroom was always kind of personalized to me. I never really bought anything though. I was just kind of like, yeah, I'll throw a Big Time Rush poster on my wall. That's decorating. I've kind of just sucked at like making our apartments feel like ours. I have here and there, and I've been gifted things that I've incorporated into decor, but I've never been one to like go out of my way to order wall decorations and little furniture like lamps and things. Like I've just never done that. I'm making sure that window's closed because there are gigantic black hornets in my window. That kind of reminds me of like my neighbor tried to tell me that there was hornets in the walls, and I'm like, girl, no. What's the weather like today? 84. And it is supposed to rain tonight. I think I just want to like improve on myself when we're married. You know, as much as things aren't really gonna be much different, I think I've talked to you guys before about I've sort of struggled with buying things for where we live because I'm always like, oh, are we gonna pack up and move? And nothing's really ever felt permanent to me. And you know, our apartment now doesn't feel super permanent. I think I also wanna work on like cooking more, even just for myself. It is hard because Brandon enjoys cooking. We have our thing going. I think that's important in relationships, and couples pick and choose what you do, because I don't mind cleaning. Oh wow, that looks awful. And Brandon does the cooking, and that's fine. But like, I think that I want to just learn a few recipes so that if he ever just doesn't feel like it or whatever, I just want to be able to do it for me, you know? I don't want to continue into adulthood and just be like, wow, I really just don't know how to cook. I mean, I know how, I don't really like it. And I've never liked touching raw meat. I'm always just like, I remember even being in like home ec in middle school, and yeah, I like refused to touch like the raw beef. I acknowledge my hair looks like George Washington's wig. Just hang on. That's just like life skills 101, I guess. We're definitely not like I'm the woman, I have to cook sort of thing, even though I do make Brandon lunch every day. But I think it's about balance. Why does my hair just look awful today? I don't know, you ever just have a day where your hair and makeup just doesn't feel like it's how you pictured it in your mind? That's me today, right now. Don't you hate when you put a million bobby pins in and then you're like, no, I gotta redo it? Yes, Taylor Swift bang. I need hairspray. I do need to end this. Okay, I've decided that this is the official end of the video because I finally fixed my hair. I think it looks cute. I got a little sunflower from like my wedding decor stuff to kind of disguise my funky bangs because they're like kind of crusty now from hairspray, but I don't know. I feel like this looks kind of cute. It's kind of cute fit. I put on these little owl earrings that Nana gave me. It's kind of a look with my little sunflower pants. Yeah, my apartment's a mess. I'm not cleaning it today because it's my birthday. That's how I'm living my life. Thank you guys so much for watching this little get ready with me. I hope you enjoyed. I will see you guys again next time. Until then, hand hugs. I love you guys. Thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in and supporting me. Did I already say everything? Okay, yeah. Bye.